Hi everyone, my name is Lucy and welcome to my YouTube channel. I cannot believe that I am sat here in front of you filming the energy update for May 2022. I am just in shock with how quickly this year has gone so far. Now, before we go into that, I am going to link back to a really beautiful video I did a short time ago around the energy on the new moon and the eclipse that took place on the 30th of April. It's extremely important that you listen to that video and you immerse in that video, because that energy around the solar eclipse is going to last for anything up to 6 months. So it's always good to know what we are dealing with and what we are navigating. And of course, that is going to impact some of the energy through May and the coming months. Okay, so when I sat down to channel this information a couple of weeks ago, the first thing that they gave me was marvelous May. So I think that's a really beautiful start to it, right? We are expecting some extremely beautiful times going forwards through the month of May. Now, there is going to be a lot of noise, but there is also going to be a lot of positivity, a lot of happiness, a lot of insights, a lot of all of the things that we've been praying for as we step through this month. So let's just start with the eclipse season. Now, during an eclipse season, we go through repetitive cycles. And what that basically means is we tend to get faced with our healing. So the shadow self, so any of our shadow elements, it tends to come up in a repetitive cycle. And this is to either make sure that you've done the healing work properly or actually bring it to the surface to heal once and for all. Now, I know a lot of you are going to say, Lucy, we've been doing this healing for a very long time. You know, when are we actually going to be healed? This is an extremely important period of time to do it. Like I say, during the solar eclipses, we do have this information come back up to us. We do get shown it again. So it may be that you decide to take a little step back and, you know, just go inwards for a little while. It may be that you're like, no, I've done this. Like, we're not going there again. And you put boundaries in place. Eclipses remind us of everything that we have to move through. Okay, so it might be taking you back to your divorce, even though your divorce was 10 years ago. It may be taking you back to the loss of a parent or back to something in your childhood that may have caused you some distress. So please do recognize that at this moment in time, all of that energy is going to be coming up. It is coming up for healing. We are looking to step through and release the karmic patterns that we have been in, all of these shackles that we have put ourselves in. So do not be surprised if you are slightly more sensitive than normal. Now, that said, it doesn't mean that, of course, you're going to be sensitive. Some people won't be sensitive in the slightest. But if you are feeling slightly more sensitive, just be gentle with yourself. Okay, it's a very, very important period of time anyway. We're actually in Mercury retrograde shadow at the moment. So, you know, sensitivities and things like that are coming up anyway. Okay, so like I say, we're in a very, very powerful period of time. And this is going to go through right up until the middle of May, when we step into the lunar. And that's going to be just, you know, even more heightened. So this month of May, as much as it's going to be marvelous, we are going to have to look at ourselves. We're going to have to really, really step into who we are, who we have been, and whether it's resonant to the person who we are supposed to be stepping into be. Now, as always, when I channel the energy information, they gave me loads and loads and loads of words. And then basically what I do is I tap in and I get a little bit more information on that. So May is going to be absolutely loaded. Now, linking on very much from what I've just been speaking about around the eclipse season, we must start taking ownership. So ownership does not look like, oh, well, if they did that, if they didn't do that, then I wouldn't have done that. That's not ownership. That's called blame. So what we need to be doing right now is we need to be saying, right, Why is this information coming back to me? I felt I had healed it. Have I healed it? Oh, no, I haven't healed it. Right, I need to go and do some more work. Right, I need to take ownership. I half-assed it last time. I need to take ownership that I perhaps didn't give it the amount of effort that it required last time round. And there's no judgment with that. But taking ownership of who you are and what you are doing is going to help you smash through this once and for all. Hit the thumbs up button for me or comment below if you are ready to take full ownership and start stepping through this stuff once and for all. Like, you're bored of going through these cycles now. You're fed up with it. You are looking for freedom from this. Which nicely leads me into the next word that they gave me, and they gave me freedom. They said to me that this month is going to be the month whereby there is going to be a heightened freedom that we haven't known for many, many lifetimes. We are probably going to have our buttons pushed a little bit through May, but we're going to say, no, that's not what we're doing. We're not going to settle for that. We deserve to be free. We deserve to be able to do whatever it is that we want. Now, very, very interestingly, now remember, I was channeling this information a couple of weeks ago, and the element of freedom, a lot of countries in and around Europe from the 1st of May are actually removing all of the restrictions. So freedom is coming up in a big way there. I even believe that Australia or parts of Australia have done exactly the same. So this is allowing a whole new level of freedom. And, you know, you might be sat there going, oh, well, it's to do with the elections, or it's to do with this, or it's to do with that. It doesn't matter what it's to do with. Let's focus on the fact that we are getting a bit of our freedom back. And this is going to really help us remember what we need and what keeps us strong and what keeps us focused. Now, as we get the challenges whereby people maybe attempt to take away those freedoms again, people will stand in their truth. They will own it better. They will tell people to do one. They will put boundaries in place with people. And again, this is about increasing the consciousness on the planet. We cannot have a lot of people that are too scared to speak their truth or too scared to do things. This is all about empowerment. This is about taking our freedom, taking our truth, bringing everything back online so that we can stand in it and we can own it and we can live in a much better way. Freedom to me looks like you can do whatever you want and say whatever you want as long as you are being a good person. You know, and that doesn't mean that I can't have a different opinion to you because that doesn't make me a good person. No, it's not about that. It's about standing in your truth and honoring it, but doing no harm to another human. Truth is a very prevalent word through this month. Now, I know there are a lot of you out there. I get asked the question all the time, Lucy, when is the truth going to come out? When is the light going to come to the surface? And the God's honest truth is, I'm not sure the truth or certain truths that people talk about is ever going to come to the surface. The people that were supposed to hear that, the people that were supposed to be in alignment with that and have that as their awakening, it's been and it's done now. Now there are different things that are going to wake people up. Now there is going to be a different set of truths. I ask people all the time, what do you think the benefit would be for certain truths to come to light now? Would it really achieve anything? Would it actually help the mission of the increased levels of consciousness? Would it actually, you know, take us to a high level of consciousness? Now, of course, the answer is yes, in one way, because the only way that we can go through our ascension journey is by stepping into truth. But do we need to go back and revisit some of the, you know, the atrocities that have come up over the last couple of years, you know, to awaken people that perhaps they haven't chosen that as their path this lifetime? My feels are that that is not going to happen. We're not going to have that dredged up. We're actually going to be reliving different things. We are going to hear certain things. We are going to see certain people get taken away and things dismantled, but I'm not sure it's going to be at the level of atrocities that some of us are very aware of that have taken place. In May, we are going to see the people, woohoo, taking back their power. The collapsing of the systems that I just mentioned, I feel that something is going to happen this month whereby we really start to see that it is going to be possible to collapse the old. Like I said to you guys many times, I actually don't focus on the old, like whatever, it can stay there for all I care, but I'm interested in creating the new. I'm interested in creating systems that can replace the old ones. And then it's a choice for people. People are going to have choices to make. They are going to decide, do I want to stand in this new way of living, or do I want to live in the old way of living? And that is down to each individual. You, your mum, your dad, your brother, your sister, your partner, you may all choose different things, and that's something that we're going to have to learn to navigate. However, it is going to be a choice for every single person, unlike the past where we have been bullied and we have been pushed in a certain direction. For me, this is a huge, huge, huge step forwards. Who decides that we all need to live the same way? Who decides that we all have to, pay certain monies each month just to stay alive? Like, this is what I'm talking about. We are taking our power back. We're bringing it back online, that actually the recognition and the resonance of certain things, we're going to start to question. And that is amazing. The light has no other option but to come to the surface. And you would have already seen it. I think really this year through 2022, we've been catapulting, not just because of physical things that are taking place, but we've got all the different energies that are hitting us. We've got the solar flares and all of the energies that are coming through from that. So there's many different angles that whereby we are being shown that the light has to come to the surface right now. Does that mean the dark atrocities of the truth? No, I don't feel that. Like I said earlier, I do feel though that there is almost like a beam of light that is coming up from the core of the earth, and it needs to come out now. It's working its way through. There's little cracks where it's already coming through, but soon enough, it's just going to burst through. The month of May is going to be about change. So many changes, so many transformations. You will find yourself doing lots of things that you haven't done in a long time. You may even get to the end of May and be like, my God, I've changed my whole life. I've literally changed every area of my life. This is absolutely incredible. Be open to it. Be ready to receive it. Not all change is bad. I know that there are a lot of you that freak out with change. You don't like it. One of my little sisters, for example, she's not very adaptable with change. So, I'm working with her on that because I do feel that this month is going to impact everybody around the world. Be open to it. Ask yourself, is this getting me closer to my goal? And if the answer is yes, say yes, yes, yes. Go after it. Likewise, ask yourself, is this getting me closer to my essence? Now, when I talk about your essence energy, what I mean is, your purpose. What feels good to you? What are your passions? What makes you feel alive? What keeps you going? What gets you out of bed in the morning? That's what I'm talking about. So, for example, my essence energy, as you guys know, is, I want to remind everybody of their eternal truth so that they can heal, so that they can go on and live the life that they desire. So if I, got offered a job for, a lot of money back on the trading floor, is it in my essence's interest to go back and work on the trading floor? It's a very obvious one. You guys know, no, it definitely wouldn't be. But it's just a very obvious example that I've got for you. It could be that the ego could be swayed by money. It actually couldn't with me, but maybe some of you can resonate with that. Oh, well, I would be tempted because of the money. But ask yourself the question, is it getting you closer to the end result that you have got for yourself and your soul's journey? Now, you might not know what your soul's journey is, but just step into your passions, have a look, what makes you happy. That does give us a massive insight into who we are at our essence. This month is going to be huge for connection. If you get the opportunity to go and visit friends, if you get the opportunity to go on a trip, if you get the opportunity to be in a room of like-minded souls, make the effort to do it. That connection is going to take your life to a whole new level. We are finding our conscious communities. We are finding the people that we wish to collaborate with through this month. Collaboration is another key word that they gave me. Connection, collaboration, and compassion were the 3 C's that they gave me. So connect with people, make an effort, take time out, go and visit. Go and visit your family, go and visit your elderly relatives in their care homes, connect with people, you know, see what the other people, that used to be one of my favorite things to do when I used to go and visit my nan in her home. I used to love to go and ask people about their stories and hear what their regrets were, because it really does help focus the mind. It really helps you recognize the things that we take for granted as you get older. So it's very important, as we're younger and as we get older, we kind of get the value back. So it's very important that we step into that now. If you have a project, the middle of May, you know, maybe like after the first week, the first 10 days, for about a week, there's a really powerful period of energy whereby collaborations, if you've got a new project, get it started in that period of time. Maybe you've got an opportunity to work with somebody, get it started in that time. Collaboration is a fundamental for us getting through Marvelous May. Now, you may be like, well, I don't have any projects. Look to see how maybe you can come together with people. It might be washing a car, it might be collaborating with your partner on redesigning the lounge, or whatever that looks like. Just you bring it into the context of your life, own it, feel the vibration into it, and see where it goes. It is so exciting what's happening right now on this planet, so that we can actually start stepping forwards into these new energies, if we so choose. As I mentioned, the 3rd C was compassion. There is going to be a heightened level of compassion around our connections with people whereby maybe you thought they were a little bit low vibration, or maybe they were stuck in their old programs. You will now have an extra level of compassion. You will be able to see where people were coming from when they were living in fear, and maybe some of the choices that they've made. Now is the time to honor every single person in the best way that you know how, and love them for the journey they are on. It is their journey. That's the key word, theirs. Okay, you will probably find people are having more compassion with you as well. What more can we ask for? A greater level of connection and compassion. We have been isolated so much in the last couple of years. Now is the time to get out there and have some fun. And the word that they kept giving me when I was running this morning was togetherness. Togetherness. It's about bringing people together now. Now, I can definitely vouch for this next one. I have been being told for quite some time now, maybe 2 or 3 weeks, that we must get back to having fun and laughter. It now is a really good, May is going to be a really amazing opportunity to travel. Yay! Get out there, have some fun, you know, go offline, go and lose yourself if you need to, but travel and have fun doing it. Allow yourself to be free. Set the tone for this month. You get to decide, you get to choose. Now, some people would still say, oh, I don't want to travel because it's too much hassle, or I might need to do this, or what if that happens, or what if somebody makes me do something that I don't want to do? Again, that's down to your choice. Everything is a choice. It's free will. However, with all of the restrictions lifting, I truly believe that now is a really wonderful time. If you are a traveler like me, like I am a wanderer, you know, I'm sure in a prior life I was a gypsy, because I love being free. I love experiencing new cultures. I love trying new foods. I love, you know, all of those weird and wonderful things, experiences that you get. I love being lost in a country where they don't speak the language. I love stepping onto new earth for the first time, whether that be a beach or a mountain. I love it. I just love that feeling. Now, for some of you, that would be a real repellent. But for me personally and my soul, she expands when we go into nature. She expands when there is beauty surrounding. So for me, the month of May, I am definitely getting some traveling. I am definitely back on the road, and I'm going to immerse in as many scenarios that I possibly can, whereby I feel alive, whereby I feel connected, and I search out that connection to source, that connection to healing, that connection to, you know, the way that I choose my life to go forwards, freedom. As I've said to you guys many, many times, my number one value is freedom. So of course, this month I'm going to be looking to manifest that much more. I'm going to immerse myself in it much more so that my life going forward is a creation of that. What we live right now in this now moment is the way that our future is going to be. So remember that when you're arguing with your partner or creating drama or feeling insecure, if you feel it in this now moment, that's what you're asking to come in the future. So as I've been saying for the last 2.5 years, we must tidy our act up. And no surprise, like I said at the beginning, May is a critical period of time. It's a critical energy whereby we can look our healing in the eye. We can look at where we are today and look at how far we've come from. We can also look at it and say, right, these are the areas that I still need to heal. The other term that they gave me for May was about it's Mirror May. So we're going to almost be in, you know, when you go to the circus or one of those fairs or something like that, and you go into the Hall of Mirrors, that's essentially what's going to be happening through May. People are not going to be able to avoid the person that they really are. They are going to keep getting it thrown into their face until they recognize that it is them, it's not the other people, and that they need to do the work on it. This is where we are, ladies and gents. We are at such a huge what's the word I'm looking for? Catalyst. It's a catalyst of energy whereby we get to decide from here. This is the crunch point. We get to say, okay, I'm going to tidy my act up and I'm going to live a life that I really do deserve to live. Or maybe you like living in victim. It serves you, it gets you attention because you don't have to ask for it. You know, you need to figure that out. For me personally, I am so ready to just live in a world whereby it's peace, it's calm, it's, you know, energized. Some people have been feeling very flat. Some people have been feeling very, very low in energy because of ascension. So I am choosing energized. I'm choosing healing. I am choosing to do whatever it takes to live the kind of life that I can see in my mind's eye that we all deserve. You can also call May Manifestation May. Like I said, if you are living congruent to the life that you would like to lead in the future, you are going to get much more of that. If you are in constant battle mode, constant fighting mode, constant going around in a loop mode, please know that that is what you are manifesting for your future. Time to tidy your act up. Manifestation is such a monumentous thing through May. What we think, and I've had it today, it's very interesting. So the energies come in, you know, before the actual month of May, and today a number of thoughts have popped in my head and instantly I've got the physical manifestations of it. And so we must catch that. We must recognize that if we're feeling something that's a little bit doom and gloom, or, you know, what did I think earlier? I thought that I was going to knock a glass over. So what did I do? Seconds later, I knocked a glass over. Now, some of you would say that that was psychic. I don't look at it like that. I look at it as that I absolutely called that lesson in. So I knocked the glass over. This is what I'm talking about right now. Catch yourself as you are manifesting. Oh my gosh, yes, I just thought that and now I've brought that in. So I actually had to take a moment and just say, okay, thank you. Thank you. I know. Thank you for the reminders that I am a powerful manifester, and I'm going to tidy my act up, you know, and then I started working on the other things that are obviously much more beautiful. Please do recognize, ladies and gents, we are in a huge month of ownership, of healing, as we have been for many, many months now. The keys to healing are, number one, the truth. Now, that doesn't mean the ins and outs truth of who did this and what did that and the royal family and all these other things that we've got going on. It's not about that. It's about your truth. As I've said many, many times over the years, I was told many years ago that I am the reminder of the eternal truth. I don't even know what that really means. All I do is I make sure that I live in my truth every single day as best as I possibly can. That is one of the keys to healing. The second key to healing is love. Love. Now, the planetary alignment is bringing relationships up in May big time. Okay, if you are single, and if go and listen to my new moon update that I suggested at the beginning of the video, if you go and listen to that, you will hear a lot about relationships. If you are single, chances are you could have a complete whirlwind romance imminently incoming. If you are in a relationship, you could get your relationship much more passionate during this period of time. And come on, ladies and gents, let's admit it, we all love a bit of passion, right? So let's embrace it. Let's embrace it. Let's look for the gold in what is being shared from the energies, and let's learn and remember how we can work with it so it actually makes us feel good. It makes us feel alive. It makes us feel connected. Oh my gosh. Let me know how this feels in the cells within your body. For me, when I was channeling this, I was very excited. And I probably feel a little bit excited the way that I'm doing this, because I do feel excited. I feel again that we've got another massive shift that's going to take place. It's almost like we're going to go, you know, and it's really going to jolt us into stepping forward. So do let me know if this resonates with you. Have you got any other patterns? Have you got any other words that you can tap into that are coming through to May? Now, something else that I've just been told that I need to share with you is our gifts are coming online much more. So be aware of that. You will be able to tap into people's thoughts. You will be able to tap into much more psychic thinking. You will be able to tap into much more of a manifestation energy. So be aware of that. Do not be scared of it, ladies and gents. We all have it within us. I know there's many of you out there that go, oh, I wish I had your gifts. You do have them. You've chosen to close them down at some point because you got fearful of them, or maybe they got you in trouble in a previous life. All of us are capable of doing this. Remember, it's about truth and it's about love. It's about stepping into this beautiful divine heart space that we have got and honoring that sweet soul of ours that is in here doing the best that he or she can to keep us going. Now, as a last couple of things, on the 1st of June, my SelfLove Club membership program opens its doors again. The doors are only open for 3 days each year. This is my 12-month program. All of the energy exchanges and all of the free places that, you know, all of that information is now locked down. So we can't take in any more free spot proposals or the energy exchanges. We will be announcing them in the coming week. However, you can still join as a paying member on the 1st of June 2022, and we will be starting the program imminently off the back of that. So if you want to be involved in that, please do go and check out the description field. Also, I am speaking in Birmingham on the 8th of May, which is just over a week away. Please do, if you fancy coming along and listening, please do get your tickets by the Thursday of that week. So that would be the 8th, 7th, 6th, the 5th of May. So Thursday, the 5th of May, please do get your tickets, because at that point, all of them will go off sale. I am really looking forward to stepping through May with you, really looking forward to the lunar eclipse and the full moon in the middle of the month. I believe the energies are going to be even more powerful in regards to relationships and things like that. So that's very exciting. And like I say, I'm getting this huge pull to go traveling and to do other bits and pieces. So who knows where I might be by the middle of the month, hey? Anyway, ladies and gents, I hope you are all really well. I hope this video has landed with you. Comment below. Let me know how you feel. Is this giving you hope? Are you getting excited? Are you ready to go, heck yes, to the next level? Are you ready to look yourself square in the eye and look at your healing journey? Let me know and I will come back to you as soon as I possibly can. Have the most beautiful, beautiful entrance into May. Immerse in these energies. Love yourself, love your friends and your family, even more than normal. And let's get this done. Ladies and gents, I will see you in the next video.